Hey there, podcast pros and soon to be podcast legends. You've got the content, the voice, and the hustle, but are you leaving money on the table by not getting those Instagram followers on your calendar? If you're using Instagram to repurpose your podcast clips to build your brand, why not turn that attention into appointments, sales, and business growth? Today, I'm going to show you how to take your podcasting game to the next level by using Instagram automation. And we use Instagram automation to seamlessly get your followers booked on your calendar, whether it's Honeybook, Calendly, or whatever scheduling tool you love. So let me share my screen with you and walk you through this process, okay? So here we are on my screen, and what you are seeing is a workflow that simulates a conversation, an automated conversation by those who engage either with your posts, DMing you, or commenting on a particular post. So when you post your content and you have a call to action telling them to either comment or DM you a particular word, then this automation will kick in and send messages to that Instagram user to begin the process of getting them on your calendar. And this is how it works. Once they do that, either comment or send you a DM, you have the choice to do that. What happens is that it will send them this first message right here. Let me see if you can see it. Yeah. So it says, hey, and then take the first name from Instagram. It says, I'm glad to see you here. I'm Mari the bot. And whatever your Instagram page is, virtual assistant. I will help you get started. Is that okay? So you basically starting with permission-based marketing, as Seth Godin says. And this is the best way to do it, to get the permission, right? To engage further, and also letting them know that what they're talking to is not you, the human, but actually a virtual assistant. And they won't feel like you tricking them. And it'll wait 3 seconds. And then the next thing it says, let me get you set up to give you the best time to schedule and whatever it is, a free consultation, or an assessment, whatever it is that you're trying to get the person in the calendar. In my situation, I want them to have a podcast studio tour. I want trying to bring people here and see the studio. And so the languaging is for that. So you will adapt yours to your objective and say, click, let's do it. And what happens is that they'll now start the process of gathering information. So here you will say, perfect. Can you tell me your email address so that I can confirm our meeting? And they'll give you their email. And then you ask for the phone number. What's a good phone number to text you if any changes or cancellation happens at the last minute? So this will wait for a reply, and they'll get you the reply. And once they give you a reply, then the conversation continues, automated, and it says, great, you can choose any available date and time on my calendar that works best for you. Just click the button below to schedule your tour. So they'll click on this button, and what it is, now you're sending them to your calendar link, whatever it is that you're using, Honeybook, Calendly, or a third-party calendar. And then at the same time, in the background, what's happening is that the system is recording that you got them to opt in legally and permission to opt in for emails and text messages. You're also taking that information and you are taking a lot of these systems and pulling them in a spreadsheet. That way you can own your own data. And when you own your own data, there's so many benefits for that. And maybe in another video, we'll talk about how to do that and what are the benefits of acquiring your own data and not renting these social media platforms all the time, or just running ads repeatedly, but you're able to use your own data for your own benefit. So what it's also doing here is actually, in my case, is pulling it in ActiveCampaign. ActiveCampaign is an email autoresponder service that I have. So when they give me their email, not only is it going to a spreadsheet so I could save them, but it's also triggering an email sequence to onboard them and orientate them exactly as to what I do and how I do it. So that way, when they get to the meeting with me, they are pre-framed and also pre-informed. And also, if they click on that button, it'll tag them that they scheduled a tour or scheduled an appointment. And the next thing that's happening here is that it's going to wait for 7 minutes, and then it's going to look to see if they clicked on that tag, if they gave me an email and a phone number. If they did, then what's happening is I'll send a text. So 7 minutes later, the text will go out and it'll say, hey, Frankie here with the Instagram page. Just saw your appointment come through. I know sometimes life gets busy. Just want to confirm really quickly that you put the meeting on the calendar. So this in itself is a strategy that I use to increase the show up rate. Just by implementing this little strategy here, sometimes it makes all the difference if the person's going to show up to your appointment or not. That they need, you make them put the thing on their calendar and they'll get reminders themselves. So that increases the show up rate for your appointment. So that is there. You send a text messages because you have their phone number now. And let's say 7 minutes pass and you don't have their email or phone number and they didn't click on that. So then a new message comes out on Instagram and it sends them, hey, I just wanted to touch base with you. I didn't see you on the calendar. Just click the button below so we can make sure we make this happen. And then they'll start this whole process of giving you their name and email and phone number for the appointment. I hope that makes sense to you. So, because imagine this, right? If your ideal clients are browsing Instagram, they'll see you engaging in your posts, in your stories, and within minutes, they're not just liking or commenting, they're actually booking a spot on your calendar. So no more click a link on my bio, because the conversion rate on that is really less, like 3% or less in some cases. No more back and forth trying to find the right time and email when you're available. They actually send a calendar link. It's all automated, it's streamlined, and it's ready to convert. Why you should care about this? Because every appointment you book is a step closer to monetizing your passion, whether you're selling consulting sessions, launching a course, or offering premium services. Getting your audience to take that next step is actually crucial. And guess what? Instagram automation does the heavy lifting while you focus on delivering your content, right? You're spending a lot of time producing killer content. I know what you're thinking. Automation sounds techy and complicated, but trust me, it's as simple as setting up once and watching it work for you 24/7. That's right. Even when you're recording your next podcast episode or catching up on some work or some needed sleep, your Instagram is busy filling up your calendar. Are you ready to turn your Instagram followers into paying clients? And if so, DM me the word IG automation to get your hands on this free template. Let's make sure that your podcast isn't just heard, but it's also making you money. Don't wait. Your next big opportunity is just a DM away. So get ready to see your calendar fill up and your business grow. Let's make this happen.